Yo, it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast. And man, we're back with another one and a quick one at that. Yo, hit that like button. It's free. Comment below. If you got the time, subscribe. We appreciate that love. We're going quick. We're going fast. And for this, let's get straight into it. May 3rd, 2025. Salute to the African Kings. Yes, we're talking about Martin Bakole and Efe Ajagba as they put on the show. In our opinion, was the best fight of the entire Fatal Fury series for the weekend of May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th, you name it. Yes, I know a New Age still has to fight on May 4th, 2025. But with that said, these two African brothers, let hands be thrown. They meant violence. They fought with bad intentions. And yes, we got a draw. In our opinion, we had the likes of Martin Bakole actually winning this scrap by one round, maybe two. But I cannot argue with you if you thought Efe won and that the boxing towards the back end of the fight got him that victory. I will say this. I was impressed with Efe's movement and his feet. I didn't think he could box like that. And he proved us wrong. He said he was going to do that. He said he'd been working on some things and he did get faster and his footwork was nice. But in our opinion, towards the back end of that fight, he let his foot off the gas and let the pressure from Bakole steal that fight. It was clear that the power advantage was in the likes of Bakole, as he had Efe Ajagba hurt plenty of times throughout that fight, and you could see the game plan switch after round 5. I don't think he wanted any parts of the inside game from Bakole because he was catching him. Bakole had that sneaky uppercut, just like we called it on our 3-minute fight draw, 3-minute fight breakdown, but do not get it twisted. The right hand from Efe caused damage as well on the likes of Bakole. And in fact, he buckled Bakole at least once or twice throughout the fight. But with that said, the bloody nose and uppercuts from the likes of Martin Bakole, I think, pushed Efe into the boxing game plan that he implemented in the back half of that fight. There was a time that I thought Bakole was going to push for a stoppage as he was letting his hands go, and Bakole was hurt, knees got buckled, and was not answering some of those shots back. Not that he was out on his feet, but the ref does have an obligation and a rule to stop a fight if there was a lot of unanswered punches. I believe the count is actually 7, if I'm not mistaken. But with that said, he let it keep going, and rightfully so. And that would have been a good call, because I think it would have been an early stoppage and probably a bad call, but it's been done before and the ref was eyeballing it. But with that said, he let it keep going. Efe got back in there, got out, swim without getting wet, pumped that jab and got that right hand back to get his distance. Either way, no matter who you thought won, it was a good fight, and I'm glad they got it knocked out the way. And more importantly, I'm glad to see the respect they both showed each other at the end of the fight and in the back room. That one was a bad intention fight going in. There was some bad blood. Don't get me wrong. I think they still kind of feel a certain way after the fight, because obviously both of them thought they won. You hear Efe Ajagba's manager kind of talking a little sideways, and I don't think he appreciated Martin Bakole coming over because of the bad blood that they had, trying to be friendly, in his words. But I'm here for the rematch. And I think it's going to be a lot of shit talking for that rematch. I think they're going to both claim they won. I would like to see Martin Bakole come down a little bit more in weight, maybe get down to 280. Don't get me wrong, he had dropped at least 20 pounds from the Joseph Parker fight. He's been working out, getting there in the last 2.5 months, but he needs to drop more. He needs to stay disciplined outside of camp. That's really what cost him that Joseph Parker scrap, because when you get the call, you got to be ready. And then more importantly, you don't have to lose all that weight to get to the Efe fight. Again, I would like to see the rematch. I would like to see these brothers throw it out. I don't think it goes the distance in the rematch. I think one of them will go down. We'll have to see how it looks as we get closer to that fight, but I can definitely see a bigger battle, a more vicious fight, especially now Efe kind of sees that he can move around. He's got that footwork, but don't depend on that to win the fight, because it can cost you because of the pressure. And I know we went back and forth on this before with a lot of people. I'm trying to tell you, pressure in the perception of that you're controlling the fight because of pressure, even if you're not landing at a higher volume, a lot of times can steal a fight for a fighter. This is boxing. But don't get it twisted. The judges are at the ringside. They can only see so much, and the perception of pressure and power punches and seeing bloody nose, it's all they can see. I think Efe is going to know that he's got to do a little bit more to win the next fight. He's going to have to throw a little bit more and throw a little bit, stand behind his punches a little bit more. And I think he understands the power that's coming from Bakole. He's not going to stand in there and trade, but I think he knows he needs to let a little bit more volume out if he thinks he's going to win. And the same thing for Bakole. I think he needs to work on his feet, but more importantly, he needs to lose that weight so he can catch up to his man and lay them hands out. Because it was clear he couldn't cut off the ring at certain times and couldn't catch Efe as he begged him to come stand in the center and fight. That, to me, spells a man that can't catch you, and your footwork and your cardio isn't there, and it really wasn't there because he's 299 pounds. He needs to be down to 280, 275. But either way, salute to them men, salute to them warriors. Let us know what you think, man. We talked a little bit too long on this, man. It's your boy Kaz Real with the Sane Podcast. Are you here for the rematch or not? Do you want to see Martin Bakole and Efe get it on? Do you think the draw was acceptable? Do you think it should have been a decision for Bakole, or some had it for Efe Ajagba? But either way, we saw a good fight. Salute to those men, salute to those warriors. It's your boy Kaz Real with the Sane Podcast. Until the next time, peace.